But you will laugh.
I will. All the inappropriate
And
jokes.
the whole world will see it broadcast.
Yes, exactly.
Say something.
Say something to the choir.
Hello, choir, can you hear me? I'm really smiling. Oh, so I can hear, okay.
We are good.
It's 7 o'clock.
How many people do we have?
Oh, that's probably important, isn't it? Can't hear you.
I don't know how many viewers we have. There's a lot of chat, though, so it's telling me...
Just like Wednesday nights.
Basically.
Just play the hymn aggressively, they'll get it.
Randy, how many viewers do we have? Oh, sorry. We can cheat and use our phone.
30. Let's wait another, is it going up? It's going to be going up. Let's wait another 2 minutes. Everybody, we're going to start with Heal Us, O Jesus, Rob's benediction, and then we're going to do Jim's God be with you till we meet again. Then we're going to do Of the Father's Love Begotten, and then we're going to do Christmas Welcome. Oh, and we're going to look at briefly We Plow the Fields, which is basically all good gifts, but it's called We Plow the Fields.
Tell them who your singers are tonight.
Our singers, the equally lovely Grace Roman,
Woo.
James Chamberlain, Casey
Caruth.
Caruth, whose last name just left me, even though I lived in Dallas, and Alyssa. My MS brain. Your words are right here, and they won't come out.
Yeah, that's what happens when there's so much tech around you. It's like you lose your words.
I wish that was it.
Our singers could tell hello, everybody hello.
I forget my family's names.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Jennifer Johnson asked, so James isn't lovely?
Oh, rude.
No, I'm not.
He's lovely, but he's not cooking tonight. So, how's our number, Randy?
37.
37. Let's do it. Let's look at Heal Us, O Jesus first. Rob's benediction. Ready? Here we go. 3 and.
Through this time of stress, take away all bitterness. Heal us, O Jesus, cleanse us, O Jesus, walk with us, Jesus, ease our pain. Heal us, O Jesus, cleanse us, O Jesus, breathe into us your peace.
Yes, let's make sure that it's breathe into us your peace. It's easy to sing in the spirit of a taller vowel. It's easy to sing your instead of your. Rob, should that go a little faster, do you think? That was my tempo.
No,
Is it good? Okay, good.
fine.
I was afraid I was going too slow. Well, I wish I could say that's for Sunday, but soon we'll say it's for Sunday. Let's look at Jim's.
God be
Yes,
with you.
God be with you. Oh, yeah, I was looking, it says Roman. Why in the heck does it say?
Okay, give us about 10 seconds and I think we'll have audio back. We hope.
Yay. Good job, Ryan. Good job, Randy. Yay!
Okay, we're good.
Woo!
So
All right.
we're 100%, right?
Yes.
Okay, just a little technical glitch. Sorry about that. What I was saying was, don't be late on the first sounded eighth note on B. God be with you, and let's make it. Let's make sure that we're singing the words, singing the phrase attached from "be with you." Let's think the whole thought before we sing it. Here we go. 2, 3, and.
God be with you till we meet again. By His counsels guide uphold you, with His sheep securely fold you. God be with you till we meet again.
Cue cicadas. Okay, now let's look at the Father's love begotten. Last week, I feel like we are in a radio show. Last week, we talked about how this will be soloists at the beginning. We can go ahead and learn it and sing it together, that's fine. But it will be 4 soloists at the beginning. And full choir enters on page 4. Avoid typing if you can. Well, even if you can't, avoid typing. What's an E flat, Rob? O ye heights of heaven, adore him. Instead of, O ye heights of heaven, adore, which is exactly what's written, of course, that's what it has to be. But we can bring the music to the page. So let's go back to the very beginning. We'll have random bells for a long time. And then we go.
Of the Father's love begotten,
Ere the world began to be, He is Alpha and Omega.
He the source, the ending, He
Of the things that are that have been,
and that future ye shall see.
evermore and evermore.
O ye heights of heaven, adore him. Angel hosts his praises sing.
Those dominions bow before Him,
And extol our God and King.
let no tongue on earth be silent.
Every voice in concert ring, evermore and evermore. Evermore and evermore. He is Alpha and Omega.
Evermore and evermore.
will just fade out. Yeah. At the top of page 11, we're holding that note, that octave, and Rob plays your last measure at the top of 11. So you can see if and y'all's it was fine, it was perfectly in tune. But you can see where if it weren't, it would be a very painful couple of measures. So you have to really be really sure of that and improve that pitch the whole time you're holding it. Just a couple of random things. I think, to me, for the texture of what am I trying to say? The text, we are super eager to get to the words evermore, or should be, evermore and evermore. It's like, that's the punchline. That's the one we want to repeat. That's what we want to leave everybody with, pardon my English. So we want to really be excited about pages 10 and 11 when we get to that finally. Grace,
Yes.
would you and James sing second tenor, and Rob will play your part with you, at the bottom of page 8 and at the top of page, well, James doesn't have the measure 33, but then again in measure 34. Sing second soprano and second tenor, starting in measure 31. So second sopranos, second tenors. Here's the note. 1, 2, and.
Christ to thee with God the Father, and the Holy Ghost to thee. Hear and chant and high thanksgiving, and unwearied praises be.
Keep going.
On thy glory and dominion, and eternal victory.
Good. Working backwards at the bottom of page 9, that F natural seems like, what's happening? But it's beautiful. And then likewise, like measure 35, it feels like you're singing, it should feel like you're singing in a different key than the first sopranos and first tenors. Rob, would you just play first and second soprano and first and second tenor in measure 35? So it's supposed to feel that way. It feels like a stop on the organ, a partial. I want to say that at the bottom of page 6, tenors and basses need to lift an eighth pulse. What's an A? More. Before you go up to the he is the alpha and omega. And basses lift with them as if you're going to come back in.
Okay.
So everybody does an eighth pulse lift right there. The same thing is true at the top of page 5. I didn't put it in, should have. The last measure, tenors and basses should release with the women. When they sing every voice in concert ring, even though you've got a whole note, go ahead and lift with the women as if, well, just lift there with the women. Likewise, at the bottom of page, and I think you will naturally, at the bottom of page 5, when you sing every voice in concert ring, evermore and evermore, that crescendo goes clear across that bar. So you're excited about the key change. Get excited about the key change and let it sort of sweep you over that bar line. Are there any questions from you guys about that?
Could we cover measure 31 and 32 for the basses?
Yes, Christ to thee with God the Father. Let's listen to it once. It's also the alto part.
Here's the key. Then a melody.
It's fun. Let's sing altos and basses at measure 31. You go, 1, 2, and.
Christ to thee with God the Father, and the Holy Ghost to thee, hymn and chant and high thanksgiving.
Sorry, that was a dirty trick I should have made. What does this composer have in mind right there, do you think? Yeah, it all makes sense when you put it together. Can we hear the alto part by herself in measure 33? Yeah, altos have to be on your toes. Would you sing that for us, Alyssa? And
Hymn and chant and high thanksgiving.
that's going to feel funny to you, so just be ready. Then the bass part, would you sing that, Casey, at measure 33? And
Hymn and chant and high thanksgiving.
good. Hope that helps. And then at the bottom of the page, you have an F natural. So, okay, are we good? Let's look at Christmas welcome. I always want to say, welcome Christmas. A few things about this choir. First of all, well, and the other piece too, we're going to be singing with click tracks when we are recording this, right? Yes, we'll be doing click tracks. I think we'll be doing click tracks. So you're going to be, it's basically going to feel like singing with a metronome that's elastic. And in the places where it's supposed to slow down, it will slow down, and where it speeds up, it will speed up. So you'll need to be ready for that. It's a ways down the road, but you need to be ready for it. Rob, where was that accompaniment place you were playing a few minutes ago? Well, before you started. Remember?
Was it that?
Yes,
That's page 11.
page 11. You need to be ready for some sort of inharmonic, weird things that are going to feel a little scary at first. This is page 11, measure 47. Would you play that for us, Rob?
Yes.
So be ready for that. I don't know if we'll do that exactly tonight or not. But also, now that I've said that about the click track, take a moment and look at page 8 at the top. The first measure, the tempo indication is 100, then it goes to 96, which is not much of a relaxation. But look at the last measure. It's like, whoa, 84 to 40. Reminds me of my friend who, when he used to speed and he saw a cop behind him, would use his emergency brake so his brake lights wouldn't come on. So that's what we're doing at the top of page 4, the last measure. You have to be really old to understand that. Look at page 9. We have 82 to 74 to 68 to 70 to 74 to 68. He's very specific, and the click track is going to be very specific. So be ready for it not to just be straight ahead. Right now, we're kind of practicing it straight ahead. We have done this whole piece, not all the way through, but it would be nice tonight to do it all the way through. When it divides, take the top part. Let's see, divisi for sopranos. Are you the only divisi?
Basses.
There's bass to VC.
Yeah.
Divisi, yeah.
When it divides for basses, take the bass part.
Bass 2.
Bass 2.
Okay.
So let me say that again. Grace will be singing soprano 1 until further notice, and Casey will be singing bass 2, the bottom, the very top and the very bottom. So let's try it from the top. Remember all the things. 1, 2, 3, and.
Welcome be the heavenly King, welcome born in one morning, welcome to of the holy day.
And up.
Welcome be the merry mind, welcome be the one that shine, welcome to the feet thou hast sheen. Come you forever and day, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. Welcome you in good array, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day, in worship of the holy day. Welcome, welcome children everyone, welcome you forever and day, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. Welcome you in worship of the holy day, in worship of the holy day.
Here it is. And
Welcome be the good new year, welcome to the day of fear, welcome be all that been here, welcome you forever and day, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day, welcome you in good array, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day. For your is love, now make it merry. Welcome you forever and day. For your is love, now make it merry.
would you like a go? That's all right. Let's have the pick up to measure 67. Yeah, this is tough for a quartet. It's a lot of singing. Here we go. The pick up to measure 67. 1, 2, 3.
For your is love, make it merry.
Yeah, be careful, and I'm saying this for the universe, especially in the second half of measure 67. That tuning gets tricky. Let's do it one more time. Pick up to 67. 1, 2, 3.
For your is love, make it merry.
Good. Can we hear bass and soprano? I think that's a tough. Yep. It's itchy even when it's right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
For your is love, now make it merry.
Right. Yeah, we
Jeff,
keep-
sorry, Jeff asked it. He would like to hear all the high bass parts.
All of them.
That's just what he typed.
does that mean,
Like the bass one parts.
does he mean baritone or does he mean like the high notes?
I'll wait for clarification.
Okay.
He just wants Casey to sing high notes.
I'm done.
There are a bunch of them. One little quick note. Let's use a flipped R in measure 65, Mary, instead of Mary. Mary. It'll sort of fall off your tongue easier. And if we're going to be consistent, we would do all flipped R's through the whole piece. It really makes a difference right there.
Apparently he was joking. Yes, Jeff.
Cool. Can we look at page 10 at the top and hear alto bass? Yeah, here we go. 2, 3, and.
Welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day.
Good. let's do that much again. And we've decided, or I guess I've decided, the royal we, that we're going to make those real wooden, welcome you in good. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day.
Those lifts don't make any sense, do they? How did those get there? How did those get at the bottom?
Co-capelli.
Do you have lifts there at the last measure at the top of 10?
After array.
No.
Okay, good. On mine, they're just hanging out. I don't know.
Click your pencil twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Sid,
Yes.
in measure 44, do you want the tenors and basses to cut off with the altos
Or
or
hang
to
over.
go the...
Let's do it as written.
Okay.
Let's leave that as written. May change my mind, but let's leave it as written. And let's go back to the bottom of 8. And we have Casey, if you'll sing second bass and play that whole chord, Rob. Yeah, sing that for me, guys. Tenor bass, 2, 3, and.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Good. My idea is that that's really sort of slushy underneath the soprano alto parts. The welcome be for Stephen and John. This is really velvety underneath. Let's do that one more time. Bass, 2, and tenor. 1, 2, 3, and.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Good. Good. We made it all the way through. Thank you. I make a great baritone.
That bass 1 was awesome.
That was me. It was me.
It was Sid.
Oh, I can tell. I thought it was Alyssa.
Okay,
I'd
let's
work in a pinch.
let's look really quickly at We Plow the Fields. It's been Jeff, if you're listening, when did we do this last? I know you don't. I know you don't have your music. It is all good gifts from Godspell, but he titled it We Plow the Fields. That's probably had something to do with the publisher. We're going to, first of all, follow the stems. So with all this divisi, for example, in measure 26, basses divide, so it's bass baritone, and then the second sopranos divide. And then there's divisi for everybody. I mean, it's an equal opportunity divisi business. Some of this rhythm is not going to be what you think you remember from the original, so please do what's written. Plow the fields and scatter. We want to sing scatter. Don't do it.
Sid, somebody asked, do we want a hard T on scatter, or do you
No,
want...
I want it as we speak it. Scatter, not scatter. We're just going to give this a cursive little pass here. Sing second bass, if you would,
Okay.
Casey, and second alto, Alyssa, first soprano. Did tenors divide?
The next page we did.
Yeah, sing first.
Okay.
All right, let's start right where the sopranos and altos. And we're not going to do much because our time's almost up. Here you go. 1, 2, 3.
We plow the
Sorry.
fields.
1, 2.
We plow the fields and scatter the good seed on the land. But it is fed and watered by God's almighty hand.
God sends the snow in winter, the warmth to swell the grain, the breezes and the sunshine, and soft refreshing rain.
sorry. Yeah, we may go back, we may not have time. Jump over to pick up to measure 58. We thank thee then, and it's my bad that I'm in 2.
I'm
Here we go.
sorry,
Yeah, it's my fault. Here we go. 1 and
We thank thee then, our Maker, for all things bright and good, the seed time and harvest, our life, our health, our food. No gifts and we to offer for all thy loving gifts, and that which thou dost best, our prophets were hearts. All good gifts surround us, sent from heaven above.
and 1.
And thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
1.
And thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
And
For all his
yeah, I know. It's super thick and super 70s. I love it.
Sorry, tenors.
Rob, would you play? We're just going to listen to Rob play the parts from 71 to the end. But that which thou desirest. So nice. There's some Landis chords in there. Okay, I think that's it. Don't worry, we'll pick that apart and get to it. It'll be great. So thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Monica and Randy, and everyone.
Good night.
We'll see ya.